Welcome to Ready, Set, Collaborate with Wanda Pearson. This is where ideas spark, connections grow, and collaborations fuse success. Tune in for inspiring stories, expert insights, and game-changing conversations. Let's build, connect, and thrive together. Remember, collaboration is the key to success.
Welcome to the Ready, Set, Collaborate podcast with Wanda Pearson, where collaboration is the key to success. Today, I'm delighted to welcome Brittnee Wilder, a powerhouse in wealth and wellness energy, a master certified abundant life coach, and an NLP practitioner. Brittnee helps women heal from grief, thrive after heartbreak, and achieve successful weight loss, all while aligning mind, body, and spirit. In this episode, we're going to explore how Brittnee empowers women to rewrite their stories, reclaim their joy, and embrace abundance in every area of their life. I am so happy to have you here, Brittnee. I was just telling her how her spirit is just lively, and I love it. Brittnee, say hello to the audience.
Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, yes. She is. The thing about it, I love it because she actually is. She's an MC for our Book Prophets Club, and she brings that energy into the room. So
Got
I
it.
appreciate you.
Got it.
Thank you. And you do so
Gotta
many
bring
things.
it up.
Yeah, no, it's great because really that kind of wakes people up. Oh, instead of hi, my name is Brittnee Will Wild.
Right. People
But
would
no,
not love that.
yes, I love it. I love it. Let me talk about your bio, then we're gonna get into some questions here.
Yes.
Brittnee Wilder, Wealth and Wellness Energy, Master Certified Abundant Life Coach, and NLP practitioner. Tell me, what does NLP stand for?
Yes, neurolinguistic programming. So it's
Okay.
all about reframing your mind, just transforming and reframing your mind. Yep.
Okay, good. She's an NLP practitioner that
Yeah,
helps women heal grief, thrive after heartbreak, and achieve successful weight loss. She's
that's it.
known for her effective methods that help women drop weight in 30 days or less. Okay, I need to do that while building confidence and balance in their lives. Brittany believes that anyone can live the life of their wildest dreams, but only when they are willing to do the inner work first. I
That's
like
it.
that. That's exactly what I need to do.
Willing.
She leads by example, openly sharing her own journey through trauma and past hurts to guide women who out of stuck places and into breakthrough moments. I love that. Stuck places and into breakthrough moments. Her coaching style blends practical strategies with deep emotional healing, creating a safe space for lasting transformation. Brittany's book, Bolder, Better, Wilder, is her trust. I'm sorry, I can't even talk. Get that bolder, better, wilder. It's her truest testimony of becoming her most authentic self and inspires others to do the same. I love that, Brittany. Your bio really tells you how you are. I love
Yes.
that. Thank you. Thank you so much once again for coming on to the show. Let's get into some interview questions here. I want to know, Brittany, can you share your personal journey and what led you to become an abundant life coach?
Ooh, baby, it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. Woo! I'm originally from Washington, and in the process, I grew up in the church. Religion was heavy every day. My mother was minister of music. My father he played the drums. Church was always a thing where we were at. Religion was really heavy in my life. And when I moved out here, I was by myself. I moved out here after 24 years of being in Washington,
Mhm.
and there was nobody but me. And I say all the time that God has a funny way of isolating us when He wants us to elevate and when
Mhm.
He wants us to come into the calling that He has on our lives. And so that's essentially what was going on in the process of me moving 3,200 miles away and driving my little Chevy across the US. I got here and started like dating and just trying to figure out my life. And it was just like I was hitting a brick wall over and over again. I decided to really go within and figure out what was going on, what's happening, why do I feel the way I do, why do I keep dating the same crazies, why do I keep attracting these different things. I met a woman who is my mentor to this day, one of my biggest mentors, Rebecca Lynn Pope. And she has literally helped me and guided me all the way up until now. She's actually who I became a Master Abundant Life coach under
Okay.
her business, and under her academy is where I went. And in the process of meeting her and in the process of doing my own healing work, and that means doing the hard things, y'all. Like really looking at the ugly parts, why you're doing this, why you're negatively talking to yourself, criticizing yourself, not giving yourself enough grace when you make a mistake, like all these different things that were keeping me stuck and keeping me right where I was in a revolving door over and over again, dating the same people, getting the same dead end jobs, doing the
Mhm.
same things over and over again. And I got to the point where I said, enough. I deserve more, more on my life. God has promised me more. I know the visions, right? He dropped the
Yeah.
visions in my heart, in my spirit, and in my mind. I've seen myself doing better things than this. There's got to be some change here. I
Mhm.
started going to work. I started doing the therapy, and I did traditional things and non-traditional things, right? Which is like the sound bowl healing and the Reiki
Yes.
healing and but therapy as well, talk therapy, trauma therapy, going through all
Mhm.
those things, walking out the child traumas, working all the things out of me and surrendering to God's calling on my life. I know that was a lot.
No, that is awesome, really, because you got to tell how you got to where you are now.
That's it.
How you went through that. What
That's
inspired you
how I
to?
got to it. Yep.
No, I tell you, I really love that because you're telling a lot of my story, but not about the breakup. I've been married 44 years, but
Yeah.
but anyway, but it's still look, it's still God.
That's it.
It still needs
Yes.
help with a lot of things. What inspired you to specialize in helping women heal grief and heartbreak? And you talked about your journey.
Yep.
Then you decide, okay, let me help women to do this.
Yes. Grief has been a theme in my life. I lost my grandmother, my mother, and my granny back to back in
Mhm.
2015. And I mean within weeks of each other. And in the process of losing one person, you're grieving, you're trying to get things together. And then I lost my mother and still trying to get things together. And then on the day of my mother's funeral, I lost my grandmother.
Oh.
And I just was like, enough. God, what is going on? Like,
Mhm.
this is not okay. The hurt was, it was so much. But I realized that I processed my grief in a different way than my siblings. My
Mhm.
siblings, we all had a tough time. We're all very close to our mother. We're all very close to our grandparents, and we all had a tough time. But I realized that I decided to go there in a term of feeling my feelings, right? I'm such an emotional person that I decided to let whatever happened happen. If I needed to cry, I cried. If I needed to take a day off of work, I took a day off of work. If I needed to take a break, I took a break and I allowed myself to have that. I gave myself grace in that time. But I realized that going there, going the distance, going through the process and fully allowing yourself to feel the feelings and feel the things, that creates a different type of healing, right? And as I noticed that, I'm like, okay, there's something here about being willing and open and bold enough and confident enough to know that if I give all these feelings out, I pray, I talk to God about it, I
Yeah.
express myself, then that gives it power and that allows me to find the power that I need to step into who I'm supposed to be. That's what I started doing. I started allowing myself to go there and cry and scream and yell and call on God and say, this ain't right. What is happening? But I started healing rapidly faster than my siblings. That's
Yeah.
what I noticed because I was able to go to the distance. When I recognized that, I wanted to share that with people and help
Mhm.
other women and just allow that safe space for them to be, just simply be. You don't have to be mommy. You don't have to be whatever your job title is. You don't have to be wifey. You don't have to be none of that. Just be you here in this safe space and let's release what is no longer serving us. That's what started that.
I love it. I love it. And I tell you, and this girl can sing. She can sing. So give us a
Sing a
little,
little bit.
yeah, give me a little bit here, Brittany.
Ooh, okay. At last, my love has come along.
Yeah.
My lonely days are over. And life is like a song. Just a little bit, a little taste.
Oh my God, a little bit. I'm ready for God. Keep going. That was
We're gonna have to do
that,
karaoke night.
yeah, we do. Oh, I love that. I love that. No, you have a beautiful voice.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, I love it. And that's probably what you do with your clients. Let
I
me give
do.
you a little bit of the soothing. And then with your sound bowl.
I
Now
do
tell us
all.
a little bit about the sound bowl as far as what you do there. I couldn't think of the name of it. I was telling a girlfriend, I said, this,
Yes.
this friend, she did that sound thing. But tell me a little bit about
Yes.
that.
Yes. Sound bowl healing changed my life. Basically, what it is, a facilitator like myself would be playing a mallet on these beautiful crystal bowls or these Tibetan metal bowls, and they create sound waves that come off of the bowls and they literally float over our bodies. What those sound waves do as they float over our bodies is they break up negativity and stress and anxiety and all those negative emotions that we're hanging on to and we're walking around with and we're all tense. It breaks it all up and it creates more of a peaceful setting. It creates more of a meditative state so that you can heal and that you can allow yourself to go the distance, right? And do the
Yeah.
things that you need to do for you. Sound
I
bowl
love
healing is beautiful. It just is such a beautiful, every single session I have is a beautiful session. And it's unique to
Yeah.
whoever is in the room and whoever is there. And I love that about it.
Yes, I love it because you did it. That was the second time I heard it when you did it. I said, really, it was a peace that came over me.
That's
Anything
it.
that I was thinking about, but I love it. You get your coaching from Brittnee. You get singing and you get the sound bowl and you get her life
Mhm.
coach.
That's it. All of it. All of it. Because it's all the things, right? God gave us the gifts. We got to use them all.
Exactly,
And I do
exactly.
that.
And as a mastermind certified abundant life coach, how do you define abundance and what does it look like in practice?
Ooh, that is good. I love that question. How do I define abundance? Unlimitless. There is nothing that we can't have, nothing is off limits. And a lot of the times we are living in lack or we're living in this lack mindset or living without the things that we truly desire because we are putting the limits on ourselves. Abundance is taking the limits off, recognizing that it is already yours. You just have to walk into it. You just have to accept that I am abundant. You have to accept that this is my life. I told you guys when I heard God, the visions that He's given me to be on stages, talking to people and doing all these different things. I know that I am supposed to be doing more. I know that more is to come. And once I accept that and I get into alignment with that, then the opportunities start to open up, doors start to open up to where I'm able to walk into what that vision is that is over my life, what that calling is that is over my life. It's the unlimited. There is no limit to it. It is yours if you say it is yours, and God says it is yours. That's it.
I love that. I love that because I have to get in touch with your girlfriend who told me what God told her that I should be doing. I need to
Yep,
get
that's
to.
it.
So
Yes, ma'am.
no, I tell you, yeah, because sometimes we don't think that about ourselves, but then God, I always when I retired from IBM, I had Jeremiah 29:11. It's my favorite verse.
That's it.
God has a plan for you, plans to prosper, plans to give you a hope and a future. That verse really brought me out of doing what I'm doing today. And I can see that's the same thing with you as far as what you're doing, as far as God's plans for you. You're going through grief, the mother and your grandmother, the same
Yeah.
day. Oh my God. I don't know if I would have been able to handle that one. And that's when you actually praying to God because you said, God, why? Why did you do this to me? You questioned him, but
Yeah.
he saw that you was obedient and you continued and he just brought you into what you're doing now. I am so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes, that's true. So
yeah,
true and
yeah,
so real. Yeah.
yeah. No, it is. It really is. It's true. Now I want you to explain. Can you explain how NLP, neuro linguistic programming, helps women shift limiting beliefs and achieve breakthroughs, just like you did?
Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Neurolinguistic programming, there are so many different techniques that we utilize when it comes down to there is a technique about limiting beliefs where you literally go through, you talk with your client, we discuss what's going on, why you're feeling what you're feeling, and we get down to the root causes of your limiting beliefs and we literally lift them up. It literally is like a 15-minute technique, but we start to dig at the roots because that's really what it is. A lot of the times people think that just talk therapy and dealing with the surface level stuff is it, but it's so much deeper than that. And neurolinguistic programming allows you to go deeper. It allows you to go to the deep parts. It allows you to get those root causes and pull them out so that you can recognize why I felt that way. And a lot of the stuff, it's in our unconscious mind, right? I call it our soul space. The unconscious mind is your soul space. It's where we record our emotions. It's where every single thing, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent, has happened to you. It is recorded on a little tape player. Sometimes, if we're not careful about our mindset and what's going on in our mind, we'll replay those negative things over and over again, and they'll cause us to create other negative things in our lives, right? And that's essentially what NLP is helping you get through, is helping you get rid of that old tape, let
Mhm.
it go, release it, and create the narrative that you want to see in your life. That is simply it. It really, there's so many different techniques from limiting beliefs, from if you have, sometimes in life we have different parts within us.
This episode is powered by Be Seen Social Media, the marketing secret behind Wanda Pearson's standout online presence. Ready to attract your dream clients without the stress? Download their free Bio Optimizer guide and set up a scroll stopping social media bio in seconds. Get noticed, get results. Grab yours at BeSeenSocialMedia.com. That's BEE SeenSocialMedia.com, or check out our show notes.
Maybe if you're becoming an entrepreneur where you really want to do it and you believe it, and then you're like, but this job is safe and I don't really quite know. There's a technique in neurolinguistic programming called parts integration. Basically what it is, you go through a step of questions and asking different things, and you realize that the part that's over here that wants to be an entrepreneur and the part that's I want my safe job, it's
Mhm.
like these parts, they used to be one. Right? It's like integrating the two so that you can feel in alignment with yourself. Because a lot of times we're wasting energy because we're not in alignment. That's
Mhm.
where all this energy healing and all that comes from. Is if you're not in alignment, you are going to waste your energy on doing things that don't even matter at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So it's really
Yeah.
figuring out what it is I want out of life and going for it. That's what NLP has done for me and has done for my clients. Really has changed the perspective and has allowed people to step out on their
Mhm.
dreams, step out and believe in themselves. Sometimes
Yes.
people don't even believe in themselves, but I
Yeah.
have seen this work change the mindsets, which is one of the most important things.
Hmm. I love that. I love it because that's exactly what I did. I, s-
That's
I, ste-
shift your mindset.
I stepped out in faith with God's blessing from working in corporate for 36 years. And
Ooh,
I started when I was a baby, but I still was young when I retired. And I asked God, okay, God, can I, and then I asked my financial advisor, can I do this? Is
yeah,
this, because it was taking away my peace because I did
peace.
everything that I wanted to do. And that helped me. And that's actually when I started my own business to help people who had a passion for starting their business to do something that they want to do because your job is not promised to you. You just never know. Then COVID happened. COVID happened. You know what I love about what you're saying is that my next book is about forgiveness, forgiveness, walking in freedom through God's grace,
Mhm.
about how we buried things deep inside that we don't know that you still got to forgive yourself,
That's
right?
right.
You got to forgive yourself first. That is something that I'm going to be talking more about actually in November at the pop-up shop. That's
Ooh,
one of my thing here.
I will be there.
Yeah, pump me up, girl. Pump me up.
I will pump you up, hype you, whatever you need. You got it.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's go. Let's see. Do you have a powerful success story of a client who has transformed through your coaching? I mean, you probably got many, but
Look,
just pick one that's that.
yes. Okay. I do. I have a VIP client that I've been working with, and she is a younger version of me. I feel like every time we have clients, they're younger versions of us or different
Mhm.
versions of us at a different time.
Yeah.
Super duper gifted, but does not believe in herself and is working
Mm.
on becoming early
Mhm.
20s, working on becoming, working on fully pushing herself in there. And I have seen her, we've worked together for the last 3 months. I have seen her go from somebody who was unsure, not sure to take the steps, didn't want to do anything, and she listens to one of my hypnotherapy tracks that I created for her, one-on-one hypnotherapy track, and she plays it.
Mhm.
She's, I feel invincible when I hear it. Like I can do whatever. Seeing her shift from that to that has been beautiful, beautiful, amazing. That is it. Like she's like, I don't know what it is. And some days she'll say things and feel down on herself. And I'll send her a voice message and be like, no, ma'am, we're going
Mhm.
to get up. We're going to do exactly what God called us to do because we are amazing. We are beautiful. Somebody is looking for us. She wants to be a coach as well. Somebody is
Yeah.
looking for you and what you have to offer. I need you to think about that each and every day. That's what I tell her. I need you to think about that each and every day when you think about holding back your gifts. Like
It-
somebody's looking for you. And I
Exactly.
tell her that, and she's, as soon as I heard your voicemail, I started doing this. I'm like, that's right. Because you got this. You're amazing.
And that is definitely a success story. But I talk about affirmations, right? Those affirmations that you can tell, like with the mentoring that I do with the girls,
Yeah.
before they walk out the door, I give them an affirmation. I have them repeat that affirmation back to me. My grandson, who's 20, I send him affirmations because you got to believe in yourself. And
Amen.
what you do is helping them and that young lady believing in herself. Girl, we find out I got a lot more questions. So you got to be back on my show here. You focus on healing grief and heartbreak while also guiding women through weight loss. How does these areas connect?
I'm happy you asked me that. When I first started out, fun fact about me, I started out as a weight loss coach because I lost 92 pounds in a year.
Okay.
And I
All right.
did that by healing myself. I did that by healing and releasing the emotional weight. That's
Mhm.
the heaviest stuff that's on us today is emotional, spiritual weight. It's not the physical weight.
Yeah.
It's just that's just our emotional and spiritual weight manifesting in the physical weight. But that is the reason why I started off being a wellness coach and thought that I would help other people lose weight. As I started working with these different women, we started recognizing that they would get to a point where they're losing weight and then they would stop. They would stall. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? What's happening? What are you feeling? There was fear there. There was trauma, childhood traumas. I was bullied at the age of 6. There were all these different things because each and every pound that we put on has a story. What I started recognizing was that there were stories that weren't told. There was pain that was bottled up that hadn't been expressed. And in the process of all of the different things and learning these different things, I had to help women express themselves and heal. That was it. Healing is it. That is always the cure, right? Like the healing
Mhm.
part. That's what I started doing with weight loss is like helping them recognize that as I heal my mind, as I heal my spirit, as I heal these old childhood traumas, these past hurts, as I heal that, I start to lose weight naturally. You don't even have to do anything. You can
Mhm.
drop 10 pounds by just releasing the things that you've been holding on to for 10 years. So
Wow.
that has been the process.
That's awesome because that really makes sense. Because
Mhm.
emotional, you're eating, you're doing things that you know, and that's how you gain weight. No, that really makes sense. That I'm glad you actually answered that in that way. And I said, okay, now I get emotional. Let me go get an apple or a
Yeah.
banana.
Yep.
I'm a sweet tooth. I love my sweets.
Oh, me too. You got to get creative.
Exactly, exactly. Collaboration is the theme of this podcast. How does community or collaboration support women on their healing journeys?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Sister circles. Sister circles. I'm going to say that over and over again. There is nothing like being in a sister circle and having your peers, even just women around you and circulating you and cheerleading you on and correcting you with love. Because sometimes we need correction.
Yes.
Now, sometimes we need it, but correcting
Yes.
with love and you seeing that it's coming from a really genuine, authentic place. That collaboration, there's nothing like it. I put on Sister Circle events because of pouring into one another. You find in these different events that there's something that somebody has there that you need, right? It's always a connection, it's always a networking, it's always a, oh, thank you for saying that because I've been going through that myself. I'm happy that you shared that because I need to figure out this. Can we connect? There's always that happens. And I think that is important with collaboration. That helps women heal. That just helps community. That just helps all of us because we're all connected at the end of the day.
Yes.
All
Yes.
connected. And we
I
need
love that. I
yeah.
love it because that's what I do. Actually, they call me the networking queen. When I left corporate, I became the networking queen with a lot
Networking
of women's
queen.
group. And it's funny because you don't know who's watching you on social
Yes.
media.
That
And you get one of the sisters and said, Wanda, I'm really proud of what you're doing. I said, really? Where did you see me? It's nice to hear that sometimes from my sisters as far as that. But all, like I said, collaborating is the key to success. That's how we
it
be
really is.
successful in doing that. How did you start your business? I think you already told us a little bit about that. Tell us a little bit more how you started your business.
I've been coaching all my life. Coaching my siblings, coaching my friends, my cousins, my mama. Like I have been coaching all my life. Now getting paid for coaching is different.
I,
That has been the last 5, 6 years. That's been the story. But I started because I had a passion to help people heal, to help people get
Mhm.
to their next step, to help people get to where they want to be in life. And I started around the friends that I had around me that are no longer my friends, unfortunately. You grow, things happen, right? I had a lot of negativity around me, a lot of negative friends. And I started recognizing that it's just a shift of the mindset and it's the belief that we have to do in order for us to do better and be better. And when I started noticing some of my friends weren't willing to go on that walk, I had to do it on my own. Stepping into that on my own caused me to face my fears and step out on faith and start my business and do what I was called to do. This is my purpose. I tell people all the time, it's a blessing that my business is my purpose. Now, I can't say that for everybody else, but this right here, I was called to do this by God. And I love that it matches up eloquently. Like it
Yes.
just is a match. And when I started, I had my mentor, Rebecca Lynn Pope. She basically took me under her wing, taught me everything I needed to know about the coaching life in terms of business. Because even though I had a heart to serve, I knew how to coach. You got to step it up a little bit when it comes down to it actually becoming a business and you
Yeah,
receiving
right.
money. Because if I get out there with my big heart, I'm serving everybody for free. I'm giving out all the things for free. And we know that's not how business goes.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Oh my God, you
I
speaking my
needed a little
language.
coaching in that area.
Yeah, and that's that social work in me. I just want to give
Yep,
it. And then
that's it.
my coach said, Wanda, you got it. I said, but I don't know how to act. But
Yep.
that's our heart. And I
Yes,
said, God will bless me, and we do be blessed abundantly. But yeah,
that's
you're right.
that's it.
We give it out so freely, right?
We
So
do.
now let me ask you something. What's one daily practice or mindset shift that has changed your own life?
Daily practice,
Daily practice, like one daily practice that's changed your life.
meditation. Meditation. Now, I have been praying since I was 2. They used to call me missionary. That was my nickname when I was a baby. Because I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you. Like anytime anybody's crying, anybody's feeling down, I'm a super empath. I probably felt all those emotions at the
Yeah.
age of 2. And I could pray, but praying didn't help me with listening to what God is telling
Mhm.
me. I'd be like, God, I don't understand. Can you just tell me? But he's be quiet, shut your mouth, and let me talk to you, girl. That is where meditation comes in. It's like you're literally there, you're focusing in and you're listening, and your heart is open, and it's just peace. And you feel the peace of God, and you hear,
Mhm.
and that's when the things start to download in your spirit, and you start to really hear the answers to those prayers that you were making
Mhm.
at 2, 3 in the morning. Hello, right? That's when it comes, is when you are quiet, still, relaxed, and you're just listening, ears open to God. I love
Mhm.
meditation. It is what I do daily. If I do not meditate, I'm struggling. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
I need to go sit down somewhere. Like, I recognize that I need to start off with that peace each and every day. Each and
I
every,
love it. I love it. I actually have a prayer room. That's a bonus room. I my
yes.
exes and I have a lot of different, but I need to go into that prayer room sometimes and sit down and be still. But I'm so busy, I be doing other stuff. But I send out my inspirations to about 18 people. I actually write
Wow.
my inspiration off of one of the Abide apps and I put my own interpretation in it and share it because you just never know
Yep.
who needs to hear something positive in their life. And when I send it, I said, okay, I'm just sending it out. If you don't want it, just let me know. I'll take you off the list.
Yeah.
But the feedback that you get from people to say, I want it, and especially I'm mentoring this girl in Florida that I know. She said, your inspirations is great. I send it to other people. We don't know as women what
Right.
impact we have on other people.
That's
So
right.
let me ask you something that girl, we winding down here.
I
When
know.
women, I got another question. When women look back on their experience working with you, what impact do you hope they carry forward?
That's good. I hope that they recognize that they are enough right where they are standing.
Yeah.
That they have each and everything inside of them to do, to be whatever it is they want to be, whoever it is they want to be, whoever it is God has called them to be. My prayer is that they feel confident, that they feel like they can be bold enough to take chances and to dodge the fears so that they can really get what they want out of life. That is my biggest prayer, is
Mm,
that the people who I've worked with know that they are enough. They are enough and always have been and always will be. And
that's
nothing will
right.
ever stop that. That's
That's
it.
right. I am enough. I love it. I have a t-shirt that say I am enough. So
That's that, because that's it. I am enough.
I am enough.
Period.
That's right. That's right. All right, girl. We getting there. We down down. What does your journey of healing look like? And then we're gonna talk about your book real quick.
Yes, yes. My journey of healing started, like I said, I feel like it really started 12 years ago when I got here to Atlanta, started recognizing some behaviors and things that didn't match up with who I wanted to be in life. I started out with therapy. And I've done therapy off and on for all my life, especially like when there's big events, like when my mother and my grandmother's passed away, I did therapy. But there was something different 5 years ago. I did trauma therapy that was
Mm.
specific to my traumas, and that took me on a deeper level of healing than anything else. Then I did sound bowl healing. I did Reiki. The first sound bowl healing session I did, I wailed. I released so much in 30 minutes that I was like, oh, I think I'm good now. I think I'm fixed. Like, I'm
Mm.
fixed because I cried so many tears. I let out so much. Sometimes the things that we need to heal it needs to be vocal. Sometimes
Right.
you need that space to yell and scream. And my facilitator was like, do what you feel. And I'm very vocal. You know me. I'm very I was very vocal. But I think, oh no.
That's okay. You're good.
Oh, okay, we're rolling. Hey, hands up. I guess that's my confirmation.
Yeah,
But
that's
my
confirmation.
healing process has been the traditional things and the non-traditional things and putting them together. I feel like
Mhm.
sometimes we think that it's either or, and a lot of the times it's both. It's whatever
Mhm.
works for me. I try to get people to like explore, research what you want your healing path to look like, because it may not look like mine and it may not look like hers, but it's yours and it's your own journey for you. Yeah, and my journey was definitely, it still is a journey, right? Because healing is forever, but I have learned that what works for me. If it's sound bowl healing, if it's meditation, if it's prayer, if it's
Mhm.
walking, just having nature walks, being in nature does it for me. It does something so beautiful for me to just be in nature and talking to God. And it just is, it's healing. Yep.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We didn't got down to the lower hits. What made you write Bolder, Better, Wilder? And then tell people how they can get in touch with you.
I know you see this is thick, right?
Yeah, beautiful.
It started out, you guys, as a journal. It was my journal. I went to college and I was in a psych class, psychology of Black women, and we took the ACEs test. And the
Mhm.
ACEs test, as a social worker, it
Yeah.
talks about all these different things that you've gone through in your childhood as
Mhm.
traumas. And I think it's on a scale of what, 10 or 12?
Yeah.
And I scored like an 8. And I was like, nobody else scored an 8? Like I looked around and nobody else. It was like I was one of the only ones that had a high score. And they talk about how because you score higher on this test, studies show that this could be the outcome of your life. It could be jail, it could be gang violence, it could be alcohol, addictions, whatever the
Yeah.
case may be. And I was there in a college class and I was like, but this is my path right here. And because of that, I started writing about all the things that I went through. I was like, oh, I'm just going to write
Mhm.
about all the things and release it and let it go. And it started out as just being my daily journal. And it turned into a book that also has coaching steps on how to heal, to get
Mm.
to your next level. What started out as just me feeling some type of way about having an 8 on my ACEs test
Yeah.
turned into this beautiful story of finding out who I am authentically and being bold enough to walk into that each and every step of the way. Saying no, putting up boundaries,
Mm.
right? Just really owning my femininity. I talked about being in my masculine energy, heavy. I talked about all these different things that were the challenges that I went through in order to become me. Here I am in all of God's glory. Happy because of this. This was my baby. It took me 15 years to
Wow.
fully walk into it. I had fears of what my family would say, what friends would say, what people would say. Yeah, and it's here.
And I am proud of you because
Thank
it takes a lot of courage to really just put it out there.
Yes.
And what you did, especially by you writing your journal and then creating that book to say, that's your masterpiece, hon.
Yeah.
That's your masterpiece.
Very proud of this one.
Yes, I'm
Very
so
proud of
proud
this
of
one.
you. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful book. I love the picture in there. That's
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah. And the purple is always my favorite color anyway.
That's it. Purple girls.
Yes, definitely, definitely. I am excited to have you on the show. Tell people how they can get in touch with you.
Yes, you can go to alignmyenergynow.com to get your copy of your book or to book a free consultation with me or to download a free 15-minute abundance track. Okay. 15
Okay.
minutes, best 15 minutes of your life. If you're starting out with meditating all the above, go download that track. It's going to be beautiful. So alignmyenergynow.com. That's how you can get in touch with me. That is it.
That's awesome. I have all of your social media on here. That's
And
going to be in the show notes.
yes.
I tell you, I am, Brittnee, thank you for sharing your wisdom, your energy, and passion for helping women heal and thrive. Your
Yes.
work is such a gift to anyone seeking freedom, wellness, and abundance. Thank you for being on the show. I just got into you. I mean, your energy and what you were saying is well. I'm gonna download this alignmyenergynow.com.
Yes.
My
Yes. Get your track, get your manifestation track, put it
yeah,
on in the morning.
exactly. No, thank you for sharing it. That is awesome here. And to my listeners, remember, collaboration is the key to success. Keep tuning in for more inspiring conversations on Ready, Set, Collaborate with Wanda Pearson. Until next time, keep healing, keep thriving, and keep collaborating. Thanks again, Brittnee, for being on the show.
Thank you.
And make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel because this is going to be on YouTube as well and any podcast platform. Like, share, follow. Thanks, Brittnee.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening. If you want your social media profiles working overtime to draw in a perfect fit clients, Be Seen Social Media has your back. Don't miss your free bio optimizer guide, crafted for busy business owners who want to stand out fast. Get set up in seconds at BeSeenSocialMedia.com. That's BeSeenSocialMedia.com. Or check out our show notes.
That wraps up another episode of Ready, Set, Collaborate with Wanda Pearson. I hope you found inspiration and valuable insights to help you build meaningful connections and successful collaborations. If you enjoyed today's conversation, be sure to subscribe, share, and stay tuned for more great discussions. Until next time, keep collaborating and making an impact.